My diabetes will kill me. In 5 years, I'll lose my right toe. In 7 years, I'll lose my left foot. In 10 years, my liver will shut down. In 15, I'll die. Diabetes will kill me. It is a serious illness. But I can prevent this by taking proper care of myself. I can prevent my liver from shutting down, my foot from being amputated, my toe from disappearing, by taking proper control of a serious disease. It's not a handicap, it's a disease. Fellow Toastmasters, your guests today, welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about the diabetics in the world and what they've accomplished, and how it's not the disease it used to be in the past. With today's technology, we're able to accomplish numerous feats and live to be elderly, seeing our great-grandkids being born. Diabetics can compete on the same level as anyone else. We have to monitor our blood sugars, make sure they're in the right zone, but we can compete on the highest levels. It takes a little more planning, a little more monitoring, but we can do it. Before we get ready for our event to compete, we have to make sure our blood sugars are intact and on target. We have to make sure we have our backup supplies and some food. We can compete at the highest level. The day before, I have to start adjusting my insulin dosages to make sure that the following day when I'm competing at my peak, I don't go too low and I don't go too high. Chris Jarvis, a local celebrity, competed in the 2004 Olympics in rowing. Unfortunately, his boat got disqualified and was later overturned, but too late. He is a type 1 diabetic since his young age. He competes on the national level, has won many world competitions, and now owns and runs his own charity, I Challenge Diabetes. Chris Jarvis is an elite athlete in peak health and can run circles around anyone I know. He is a diabetic, and that does not stop him. Diabetics also climb Mount Everest. In 1956, the first diabetic climbed Mount Everest. And they did this by being prepared, making sure that their sugars are under control, having plans, and just going hard at it. Part of planning for being an elite athlete is our food. We want to make sure that we eat proper food and our sugars are taken care of. When I don't eat like an elite athlete. I eat chocolate bars, I eat chips, I eat sweet candy, Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, my personal favorite. They're fantastic. People sometimes come up to me and say, hey, you're a diabetic, you shouldn't be eating that. They're thinking old school, 1990s, 1980s, when they used to monitor exactly how much you ate and do the same thing every day. Very boring, but very safe. Now with today's technology, I can eat anything anyone else can eat. And I can probably eat a lot more. I just have to make sure I balance my insulin to my carbs. Carbs is another word for sugars that us diabetics love to use. Might have to take some planning ahead. If I want to eat a large bag of Skittles, that sugar's going to shoot right up. So maybe 15 minutes before, I'll take my insulin and make sure that insulin starts to work, and then the sugar, instead of shooting up, will level off. I can eat anything you can eat. Some people tell me to have an apple instead, or a glass of juice. Those two items are worse than a chocolate bar, believe it or not. Forget the health reasons, but pure sugar-wise, those things shoot your sugar up, skyrocket right away, before the insulin has a chance to take effect. Chocolate bar is very fatty, and it takes a long time. It's a slow rise, and as it's rising, the insulin will push it back down. I'll spike and feel a lot worse after 2 glasses of juice than I will from 2 chocolate bars. I can eat anything you guys can eat, and probably a lot more. They say a healthy mind is important, and part of a healthy mind is that good diet. Sometimes when our sugars are off, we don't feel well. We can't concentrate. You get a little shaky. You can't move a mouse around. It shakes. It doesn't work. It's important for us to have our sugars under control to be able to focus, to zoom in on what we want to do. But luckily, as a diabetic, I can keep my sugars under control and make sure that my sugars don't affect my mental capabilities. George Minton won the Nobel Prize, and he's a diabetic. He's actually one of the first to receive treatments with insulin, a major breakthrough that also received Smarter. I wanted to talk about my diabetes today to tell people that I can do anything anyone else can do. My pump, connected to me with a thin cord, does not stop me from doing anything. I go swimming, it's waterproof. I go biking, I go climbing, I'll drop it on the side of a mountain, and I'll just get a new one. This thing's durable and it allows me to do anything you can do, maybe even better. Thank you.